Have you ever had a moment where life hits you so hard you had to sit down just to catch your breath? I had one of those moments the first time I wiped my wife Sonia's mouth after lunch. I remember standing there, napkin in hand, frozen. It was like my heart whispered, "Wait, this can't be happening." The woman I fell in love with, the one who lit up every room, who was strong, vibrant, and independent, now needed me to guide the fork to her lips. And I couldn't stop thinking, she was once my hero, and now I'm caring for her like she's my child. And if you've ever had that moment with a parent, a spouse, or someone you love, I want you to know something. You're not alone. Hi, I'm Rick Henkin. My wife Sonia was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in January 2020 at the age of 65. I've seen too many caregivers suffer physically, emotionally, and mentally, oftentimes more than the loved ones they care for. I was determined not to let this disease take me down, and I found a way to cope. Now I help other caregivers do the same. There's a kind of grief no one warned you about, the grief of losing someone who's still here. For caregivers, especially when dementia is involved, it's this surreal mix of love, sadness, frustration, and longing. You miss the conversations you used to have, the laughter you used to share, the wisdom they used to offer. One day they were driving you to school, teaching you life lessons, fixing things only they knew how to fix. They were your anchor. Now you're holding them up, guiding them, feeding them, and sometimes even helping them to the bathroom. And nobody prepares you for the emotional whiplash of that role reversal. Here's the part nobody sees: the tears you cry in the shower so no one hears you. The exhaustion that goes deeper than your bones. The guilt, not just for feeling tired, but sometimes for even wanting a break. I get it. I live it. Every day I walk this line between wanting to be strong for Sonia and feeling like I'm about to crumble. And for a long time I thought I had to hold it all in. But here's what I've learned. You can't carry this weight alone. Caregiving asks more of you than anyone should have to give. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, and yet here you are, still showing up, still loving them, still doing what needs to be done. That makes you stronger than you realize. One of the hardest lessons I've had to learn is how to love Sonia as she is today, not as she used to be. Sometimes I catch myself longing for before dementia, before confusion, before needing to remind her 3 times what day it is. But if I stay trapped in longing for who she was, I miss the beauty of who she still is. There are moments, small, fleeting ones, when she smiles at me in a way that makes time stop. There are little jokes she still cracks, tiny gestures of love she still gives. They may look different than before, but they're there. Learning to notice those moments, to be present for them, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself as a caregiver. I want to say something that might surprise you. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel like this isn't fair. Because you know what? It isn't fair. You didn't sign up for this. You didn't choose this. And yet you're here. You're doing it anyway. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And one of the biggest turning points in my own journey was giving myself permission to feel it all, without judgment, without shame. When you let yourself feel it, you can finally begin to release it. Here's the thing no one tells you. Your hero hasn't stopped teaching you lessons. They taught you how to tie your shoes, how to ride a bike, how to show up for the people you love, and now in this new season, they're still teaching you, just in a different way. Caring for Sonia has taught me patience that I never knew I had. It's taught me to slow down, to cherish the smallest victories, and to see love not just in big gestures, but in quiet, everyday moments. And maybe that's the gift hidden in the heartbreak. I want you to hear this. You are not alone in this. There are thousands of us, probably millions, walking this path together, even if it feels like you're the only one in your world who truly understands. That's why I created the Caregiver Mastery System, not as another thing to add to your plate, but as a way to take some of the weight off your shoulders. What's been the hardest part of caring for someone who was once your hero? Let's talk about it in the comments. We're stronger when we share our stories. If you're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, or like you're losing yourself in caregiving, you're not alone. That's exactly why I created the Caregiver Mastery System, a step-by-step emotional roadmap to help you manage stress, anger, and burnout so you can care for your loved one without sacrificing yourself in the process. Inside, you'll discover how to say yes to yourself without guilt, reduce overwhelm, and reclaim peace, even in the hardest moments. I call this Heaven Island, a place of peace, clarity, and deep acceptance, where you can show up for the one you love without losing who you are. And just so you know, this isn't some time-consuming program. I didn't create it to add more to your plate. I built it to take the weight off your shoulders. The lessons are short, practical, and easy to follow. And if you apply what I teach, even for just a few minutes a day, I guarantee you'll start to feel a real difference in 2 to 3 weeks. Click the link below or visit caregivermasterysystem.com to get started today. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. I post new caregiver support videos every Monday and Thursday. And if this message spoke to you, use the hashtag Caregiver Mastery so others can find the support they need too. You're not alone. Let's get through this together.